everybody, Pai-Chan here, and today is day 19 of Inktober. Now, you may be wondering why yesterday with Gaster's clothes, even though in the story I said they were black, I didn't color them in. Well, that was so that I could get the detail in the clothing so that you could tell where everything was. That's pretty much it. You'll notice that I tried to do it with the collar, but it just didn't turn out right, so I just said forget it and just left them white. Well, with today, this is going to be another time skip, the biggest one yet of a few years. So, and something big is going to happen this time. So, let's get on with the story, shall we?
As the pages turn, our story continues. A few years have gone by since Gaster's first appearance. Frisk is now 15 and in high school. Gaster has shown up a few other times. So Pai's taking care of him relatively well. Chara is still a troublemaker and constantly getting in trouble, though she's calmed down at Azrael's request, though nobody is quite sure how he can get her to calm down. Or why. Though she has become increasingly uncomfortable at her home, and it is causing a bit of concern for the others. The story continues with a relatively normal school day. With Frisk and Sans on top of the roof after school. Hey, Sans, where's Papyrus? Oh, Mom decided to take him shopping today. He needs new shoes, and she doesn't know how to make those. Oh, well, I'm glad about that. So, what's been going on there? Anything new with that guy that showed up? No, nothing really. Not really sure about that. Oh, so he hasn't shown up lately? No, not for a few weeks anyway. Still strange how he can find us, though. Oh, well, did Pai find what made it so that he can actually track you? Yeah, she did. And she got rid of it for us. Oh, well, did it hurt? Nah, she put us to sleep some way. Not completely sure how. She just waved her fingers in front of my eyes and I fell asleep. Oh, she probably has a little special thing that she did. Yeah, it probably has something to do with that. Did it hurt? Nah, though I'm not surprised, though I'm a little upset that she wanted to try it on Papyrus first. Well, Sans, all things considered, are you really that surprised? Nah, not really. It still gets me a little annoyed, though, that she wanted to work on him just because he has more HP than me. Well, wouldn't you have done the same? Sans thought about this for a moment before saying, yeah, thinking about it now, I probably would have. See? Frisk leaned up against the bar, not noticing that it creaked under her. Leaned up against the rail at the edge of the roof, not realizing that it creaked under her weight. Sans just looked over, noticing the sound. Well, in any case, he can't track us that way anymore, though he still seems to find us relatively often. Well, maybe it's because since he's been coming around enough, he's learned about about what you do during the day. Yeah, but the surprising thing is that he's never come around here. And we come here almost every day. Yeah. Oh, thinking about that, it's still up for me to come over to. Yeah, I'll help you with your science work again. DNA, right? Yeah. Well, well, well. I guess we're going into genes and all that. Yeah, kind of. Though it's a little confusing. No, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it, buddy. I'll help you with that. Sandra, I'm surprised you haven't made a single pun yet. Don't see the need. That's never stopped you before. Yeah, well, I've noticed that it annoys people, so sometimes, not trying to do it as often. Yeah, but oh, you don't have to stop on my account. I find them rather amusing. So I guess I'm not the only bonehead here. First laughed a little bit. Yeah, I guess not. And besides, we'd better get a skeleton of work done before my next test. Nice, still remember that one, huh? Of course I do. It's one of the first puns I ever heard you say. True. And I don't think that one and to me that one never gets old. The railing squeaked a little bit more, causing Sans to glance at it to make sure it was still holding Frisk's weight. With no signs of giving in. Well, you you've just done so much for us, so if that makes you happy, I don't see the problem in it. Well, why don't you be your own funny why aren't you being your old funny bone self? Well, by this time the railing creaked one more time and snap. It snapped under Frisk's weight and she began to fall. Frisk! Sans rushed over to the edge and using blue magic to stop her fall and gently lift her back onto the roof. Frisk, from fear, collapsed under her own weight. Sans rushed over to her. Frisk, are you alright? Sans put out his hand. Yeah, I'm fine. I just wasn't. Frisk looked Sans in the eye and gasped. She'd never she'd never looked him straight in the eye before. And to and Sans was surprised as well. He didn't know what was going on. He just knew that he just knew what he was feeling. He gave her a hug and went, "Frisk, I'm so glad you're alright." Sans? Sans let Frisk go and went, "Well, let's get off this roof, alright?" "Yeah, before something else happened." Sans and Frisk walked home and walked back to Pai's to Pai's place in silence, not sure what was going on. When they got there, Pai and Papyrus had just gotten back from getting Papyrus and from getting new shoes. And Pai greeted them at the door. "Hey guys, what happened? You seem Frisk was surprised that Pai had noticed a difference, not realizing it in herself, thinking that she was hiding it well. You guys usually make a bit of are usually talking and everything when you get back. What's going on?" It was then that Pai noticed that Sans and Frisk were holding hands. Wait. You guys... Oh. Your guys' eyes met, didn't they? And... Okay, I think I know what's going on. Don't worry, it's nothing to be worried about. So, it turns out that you guys are soulmates, huh? Wait, how do you... What are soulmates, Mother? Don't worry about it. Oh, it's hard to explain. Well, you don't have to dumb it down on my account. Oh, let's just say that you two are meant to be together. And it's not just the... Well, there's a lot to it that is hard to explain. Just go with how you feel, alright? Alright, but... And I went... Sans, don't worry about it, alright? It's nothing to fear, nothing's wrong. It's just... Your relationship is probably gonna change. Sans and Frisk looked at each other, worried. Well, wowee, I've never seen Sans at a loss for words before. Frisk blushed and walked inside over to the table. Well, we're gonna work on this homework, you lazy bones? Oh, yeah. Sans went over to the table to help Frisk with her science homework, like he usually did. Though they still glanced at each other more than they usually did. And Pai just smiled. Come on, Pap, let's go make them a snack. You've already finished your homework, so you don't really need to do that. But I want to visit with Frisk. let them finish their homework first. You know that's important. Yeah, but you can visit with her afterwards. They, Sans and Frisk worked on their homework in relative silence, wanting to concentrate. Every now and then, Sans giving her a few pointers on her work. Well, Pai and Papyrus were first made them a snack and then went upstairs to work on a few other projects that they were working on together. When they were gone, Frisk looked over at Sans and went, "So, how long have you liked me?" I think that's what Pai was saying about it. Well, I've liked you for a while now. Though too afraid to ask. Yeah. Covered it up. You were covering it up with your jokes, weren't you? Sans rode the back of his school. Yeah, that's kind of it. But today when I saw you falling, and pulled you back up, I just couldn't hide it anymore. Yeah. It's like a surge of energy. I've heard of love at first sight, but this seemed like it was like 10 times stronger than that. Maybe more, though I don't know how to describe it. As Pai was heading downstairs, she heard the tail end of the conversation and went over to them. That's kind of what it is. First blushed when Pai said this. What do you mean? Don't worry, you're right, it is like love at first sight. But doesn't matter. It, like you said, it was like love at first sight, but 10 times strong. But it seemed like it was 10 times stronger, right? Yeah. Just think of it that way. But I know you've liked him for years. What? You knew? Yeah, I did. I noticed that too, brother. She'd always stutter and blush around you. Well, didn't really know what it was until now. Frisk shook her head and giggled. Yeah, Pap, she's right. Wait, why didn't... Usually the one that the person likes is the last to realize that that the other person likes them. Yeah, I guess that is right. So, what caused this anyway? Usually when this happens, your eyes meet. And there's a few other things that go along with it, but we're not gonna get into that. Not yet, anyway. I was leaning on the railing of the roof, and What? The railing broke? How did you... It was just a guess, but I guess the right one. But I guess it was right. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it creak a few times. Didn't think it would break, though. Didn't show any signs of it until she fell. Need to get a hold of them about that. Well, at least you're safe. Yeah, and when I looked up to thank him, It is spontaneous like that. And sometimes the best of friends instant can almost instantly become something more, or even strangers. It's strangers, but oh, don't worry. Well, with that, don't worry. It'll be fine. For now, just stay boyfriend and just for now. Don't do anything inappropriate. All right. No matter how much you feel the need to. What? First, first blood. Frisk blushed even harder. Huh? What do you mean by that, Mother? Pi looked at him. Don't worry about it, Pap. Let's just relax for now and see what happens later.
Alright. Like I said, pretty big development in this. And that kind of settles where I'm on it with that one. And just so you know, if you've been paying attention at all to my story, you'll notice that Sans and Frisk are the same age. I do not have it to where Frisk is a little girl and Sans is an adult or whatever or anything like that. And again, if you guys didn't pay attention to what I said in the story, Frisk is now at least 14. Haven't recorded it yet, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have her be 14 or 16. I'm pretty sure I'll have her 14, maybe 15, somewhere around there. So, it's old enough to where this is not creepy. And you also may be wondering about the expression I did. If you look, you can tell that Frisk is surprised. Though, if you look down at the little chart down there of what I've been basing the eye color changes on, you'll notice that pink is surprise. And think about this. You've been friends with somebody for a few years, and pretty much your eyes meet for a second, and you know they're the one you're supposed to be with. That quick. Instantaneously. That's kind of what's going on here. So, that's my little explanation on this. Well, if you like this, my DeviantArt, Twitter, and Tumblr will be down in the description, so go check it out. Also, as you'll notice, again, I pulled out one of Mark Crowley's books. His channel will also be in the description, so go check him out. He is a great YouTuber if you're learning how to draw. His instructions are very good. Well, as always, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos coming soon, and hit that little notification bell to receive a notification sent to your phone, your tablet, whatever you have keyed into your YouTube account. Also, it'll send an email to the email address you have connected to your YouTube account, so you never miss any of my videos when I upload. And just so you know, next week there will be at least 2 days that I am not uploading a video. That's because I'm going to be over at my grandma's house and I'm not going to be recording those drawings. Though, if you go to my DeviantArt and Twitter account, you will be able to see them. Well, that's all I've got to say about this. See ya!